All right, welcome everyone. Today, we're going to dive right into something that's at the very heart of good software design, and that's the fundamental relationships between classes in object-oriented programming. Seriously, getting a grip on these is absolutely crucial if you want to build applications that are robust and well-structured.
Okay, so let's quickly go over our plan for today. Think of this as our roadmap. We're going to start with a quick introduction to get things rolling. Then we'll really break down the three big ones: generalization, aggregation, and composition. We'll also touch on a slightly different one called dependency before we pull it all together with a summary at the end. All right, sounds good? Let's jump into our introduction.
So you might be asking, why do we even need to care about these class relationships? Well, the first thing to get is that objects in your software, they don't just exist in a vacuum, right? They're constantly interacting with each other. ඇතරම class relationships වැදගත් වෙන්නේ ඇයි? මොකද software එකක් ඇතුලේ objects ඒ කියන්නේ අපේ class වලින් නිර්මාණය කරන දේවල් තනියම පවතින්නේ නෑ. ඒවා එකිනෙකත් එක්ක සම්බන්ධ වෙනවා, කතා කරනවා, එක එක කොටසක් විදියට තව එකක් තියෙන්න පුරුවන්. මේ සම්බන්ධතා හරියටම හඳුනා ගන්න එක තමයි හොඳ software design එකක පදනම. And that's why correctly modeling these connections is the absolute key to creating code that's clean and, super importantly, maintainable down the road. අපි මේ සම්බන්ධතා හරියටම මොඩල් කළොත්, ඒ කියන්නේ රූප සටහන් වලට නැගුවොත් අපිට පුරුවන් ඉතාම පිරිසිදු, තේරුම් ගන්න පහසු සහ අනාගතයේදී වෙනස්කම් කරන්න ලේසි, maintainable කෝඩ් එකක් ලියන්න. මේක හරියට ගෙයක් හදන්න කලින් නිවැරදි blueprint එකක් අඳිනවා වගේ වැඩක්.
Okay, so by the time we're done here, you're going to walk away with 3 really solid skills. First up, you'll be able to apply these concepts in your own class models. And what that really means is you'll be able to practically use these ideas when you're actually designing software.
මේ පඩම ඉවර වුණාම ඔයාලට පුළුවන් වෙනවා aggregation, composition සහ generalization කියන සංකල්ප class modeling සහ design වලදී ප්‍රායෝගිකව යොදා ගන්න. ඒ කියන්නේ software එකක් design කරද්දී class අතර සම්බන්ධතා කොහොමද හරියටම ගොඩනගන්නේ කියලා ඔයාලට හොඳ අවබෝධයක් ලැබෙනවා.
Second, you'll be able to clearly describe each of these relationships.
So, you'll be able to confidently define and explain what these key terms actually mean.
ඒ වගේම aggregation, composition සහ generalization කියන්නේ මොනවද කියලා පැහැදිලිව විස්තර කරන්න ඔයාලට හැකියාව ලැබෙනවා.
එක් සම්බන්ධතාවයේ තේරුම, එයාවේ වෙනස්කම් සහ එයා භාවිතා කරන අවස්ථාව ගැන ඔයාලට හොඳටම පැහැදිලි වෙනවා.
And finally, and this is a really crucial skill, you'll be able to illustrate these relationships using UML diagrams.
Basically, you'll know exactly how to draw the standard, correct diagrams for each different type of relationship.
අවසාන වශයෙන් මේ class සම්බන්ධතා UML diagrams, ඒ කියන්නේ unified modeling language රූප සටහන් භාවිතා කරලා නිවැරදිව අඳින්න ඔයාලා ඉගෙන ගන්නවා. software design එකක් දෘශ්‍යමය වශයෙන් visually ඉදිරිපත් කරන්න මේක අත්‍යවශ්‍ය කුසලතාවයක්. Okay, let's get into our first major relationship, generalization. In English, now this is the foundation of a core pillar in object-oriented programming called inheritance. Sinhala, generalization කියන්නේ object-oriented programming වල ඉතාම වැදගත් සංකල්පයක් වන inheritance. එහෙමත් නැත්නම් පරම්පරාගත වීම කියන එකේ පදනම. අපි බලමු මේ is a සම්බන්ධතාවය හරියටම මොකක්ද කියලා. So, the definition here is super important. Generalization is all about that is a relationship. In English, at its core, this is simply inheritance, where a subclass gets its properties and methods from a superclass. Sinhala generalization කියන්නේ is a සම්බන්ධතාවයක්. සරලවම කිව්වොත් මේක තමයි අපි inheritance කියලා කියන්නේ. මෙතනදී වෙන්නේ child class එකක්, එහෙමත් නැත්නම් subclass එකක්, parent class එකක, එනම් superclass එකක තියෙන attributes, ගුණාංග සහ behaviors, ක්‍රියාකාරකම් උරුම කරගන්න එක. උදාහරණයක් විදිහක car කියන class එක vehicle කියන class එකේ විශේෂ අවස්ථාවක්. ඒ කියන්නේ car is a vehicle. vehicle එකකට තියෙන පොදු ගුණාංග engine, wheels car එකටත් උරුම වෙනවා. Now let's take a look at how we actually visualize this, which is really interesting. In English, what this diagram shows is the child class inheriting from the parent class. Now, if you look from the bottom up, that's generalization. And if you look from the top down, that's specialization. Sinhala, Merup Satahana Belanda. Mithana child classican, parent classicate Udidiyana Idatala Yaktianwa. Make it to my generalization sambandhatave UML willen dakwana samata kramea. Islie hisa kohora sahita trikanayak. Making kiwana child classes a parent class kianeka. Api pahala edan udita belawut, ekiana child deke indan parentihada. Api me kriawaleda kianua generalization kila ekiane, vijeshadadeaking child, podudeak parent hadunaganwa. Api uderid and pahala belawut, ekiana parent eka indan child dihada. Ekata kianua specialization kila.
ඒ කියන්නේ පොදු දෙයක් අරගෙන ඒක විශේෂ අවස්ථාවක් child නිර්මාණ කරනවා.
Okay, theory is great, but let's make this more concrete with a real-world banking example. So just imagine we're designing a banking system. We've got a general bank account class, and then some more specific types like savings account, fixed deposits, and money market account.
මේක තවත් පැහැදිලි කරගන්න අපි බැංකු පද්ධතියක උදාහරණයක් ගමු. හිතන්න අපි software එකක් හදනවා ඒකී bank account කියලා පොදු class එකක් තියෙනවා. ඊට අමතරව savings account, fixed deposits සහ money market account වගේ විශේෂිත ගිණුම් වර්ගත් තියෙනවා. දැන් අපි බලමු මේවා එකිනෙකට සම්බන්ධ වෙන්නේ කොහොමද කියලා.
So how do all these relate? Well, first off, a savings account is a bank account. In English, this means it has everything a generic bank account has, but it might have some specific features like interest calculation. Sinhala savings account eka kene bank account wargagak. E kene savings account is a bank account. Bank account eka katene account number, balance, wagi padu deval savings account ekatet urumuvenoa. Ita amatareva poli ganane kirima wagi ekatama avenika kriyakarakam tienna puruwan. Next up, a fixed deposits is a bank account. In English, again, same idea. It shares all the core properties but has its own special rules, like a lock-in period for the money. Sinhala evidiatama fixed deposits eka kienet bank account waryak. Fixed deposits is a bank account. Ekatet podugunanga urumuvenawa. Namut ekatama aveneka niti udaharanyak vidyata nishchita kalegate mudal labaganna berivima lock-in period wagi deval tienawa. And finally, you guessed it, a money market account is a bank account. The bottom line is, all of these are just specialized versions of that one general bank account. Sinhala evagema money market account eka kennet bank account vardiak. Money market account is a bank account. Mi hema ekakma bank account kena podu parent classica visheshida avasta in nam child classes. Me nisa mi akoma mineralization sambandhatave yodagane model karana piluwan. All right, let's shift gears and move to our next relationship, aggregation. In English, this one represents a has-a, or what we often call a whole-part relationship, where one object is essentially made up of other objects. Sinhala then api ilanga sambandhatavaya e kyanne aggregation gana kata karamu. Meka has-a emat natam whole-part sambandhatavayak vidita handunwanawa. E kyanne eka vishala deyak whole tavat kuda kotas walin parts walin hadila tiyenawa kiyana eka. The definition here is really the key. Aggregation is a has-a relationship, but, and this is the important part, it's a weak one. In English, so one object contains another, but if you get rid of that container object, the object it was holding can still exist all on its own. Sinhala aggregation kyannet has-a habitnet compart of sambandhatavyak e kyanne eka classica whole tavat classica kakotasak part vidyat pavatinoa. Hebe, mitna tieno varigatma de tamai, me class twikema pavetma existence ekanikade swadhinai. Whole class seka vinashawanat, part class sekada taniama pavatina pulwang. Megatamai aggregation will di mathakat syagand ona, prodhanama lakshanya. This slide gives a brilliant example that makes it crystal clear. Think about a university department. It has many professors. In English, but if the university decides to close that department, the professors don't just vanish into thin air, right? Their existence is independent. Sinhala hitanna vishwavidyalaya department ekat udaharana computer science department eka tiyenawa eka tamai whole eka e department eke professors la godak innawa eyala tamai parts then hitanna vishwavidyalaya e department eka wahala danawa kiyala ehema unna kiyala professors la නැති වෙලා යනවද නෑ එයාලා තවමත් ඉන්නවා එයාලව වෙන department එකකට මාරු කරන්න පුළුවන් නැත්නම් එයාලා වෙන විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයකට යන්න පුළුවන් ඒ කියන්නේ professor කෙනෙකුගේ පැවැත්ම department එකේ පැවැත්ම මත රඳා පවතින්නේ නෑ ඒ දෙක ස්වාධීනයි අන්න ඒක තමයි aggregation. Now, let's contrast that with a much stricter, much tighter relationship, composition. In English, this is also a has-out relationship, but think of it as a strong version that really implies ownership. Then abi aggregation walatuwara shaktimat sambandhatavayak wana composition ganavalamu. Makeup has-a sambandhatavayak thamai, have abi make it strong has-a killa. Makang aitiak ownership gana kiyavanua. With composition, the life of that part object is completely dependent on the whole object. In English, this is a strong part of relationship. The part's life cycle is completely tied to the whole's life cycle. Sinhala composition kyanne aggregation wazora gorak shaktimat has a sambandhatayak. Mithin a deep part of sambandak tamaitine, hebe mithin a part classic at a whole classic a netto tanima pavatin the bet. E deke pavetma life cycle e kata bedi latine.
whole object එක විනාශ කළොත් ඒකට අයිති part objects ටිකත් ඒත් එකම විනාශ වෙලා යනවා.
And the classic example here is a house and its rooms. In English, a house is composed of rooms. If you demolish the house, well, the rooms cease to exist. Their existence is completely dependent on the house. Sinhala? හොඳම උදාහරණය තමයි ගෙයක්, house, සහ එහි කාමර, rooms. ගේ තමයි whole එක. කාමර තමයි parts. දැන් හිතන්න කවුරු හරි ඒ ගේ කැඩලා විනාශ කරනවා. එතකොට ඒ ගේ ඇතුලේ තිබුණු කාමරවලට මොකද වෙන්නේ? ඒ කාමරත් ඒත් එක්කම නැති වෙලා යනවා. ගේ නැති වුණාට පස්සේ කුස්සියට විතරක් තනියම වෙන තැනක පවතින්න බෑ. කාමරවල පැවැත්ම සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම රඳා පවතින්නේ ගෙදර පැවැත්ම මත. අන්න ඒක තමයි composition.
So let's put these two side by side. It really helps to see the difference clearly. First, let's talk about the type of relationship. In English, aggregation is a weak haza, while composition is a strong haza. Samahalan. Sambanda tave shaktiagato, aggregation kane durvala haza sambandayak. Namad, composition kane itama shaktimat haza sambandayak. Akione, itiek tianua. Okay, next, what about their life cycles and independence? This is the big one. In English, in aggregation, the parts can exist independently because their life cycles are not tied. But in composition, they absolutely cannot exist independently because their life cycles are tied. Samahalin, Pravatma, life cycle gato, aggregation waladi, partekata holyaka nethava, tinyama pawati napuluan, ekiane pravatma swadine. Habe composition waladi, partekakak hol ekamata, sampurnanra randa pavetnava, ekiane pravatma paradine. And finally, let's look at a couple of solid IT examples. So, a library has books. That's aggregation. But a book is composed of chapters, and that's composition. Samahalin, Udaharna balamu, library akak, books tianua. Make a aggregation, mogada library akavawat, portuga vinashavaine, ewatava ma tianua. Habe bookyak, hadalatiane chapters willing. Make a composition, mogada pota vinashakalot, e portata it porichadatika e tekamanetiwal yanua.
All right, let's quickly cover one last type of relationship, and that's dependency. In English, now this one is the weakest of them all. It's really about temporary usage, not about ownership or structure. Hari, dinapi antima saha durvalama sambandhatave vana dependency ගැන කතා කරමු. මේක අයිතියක්, ownership හෝ පරම්පරාගත වීමක් inheritance ගැන නෙවෙයි. මේක తాවකාලික භාවිතයක්, temporary usage ගැන කියවන දෙයක්.
So, a dependency happens when one class needs another one to do its job, but it doesn't hold onto it permanently. In English, a really common example is when a method in class A takes an object of class B as a parameter. It's a very brief, uses a kind of relationship. Sinhala, dependency එකක් ඇති වෙන්නේ එක class එකකට අපි කියමු class A කියලා එයාගේ කාර්යයක් කරගන්න තවත් class එකක් class B අවශ්‍ය වෙනකොට. හැබැයි class A class B වස් ස්ථිරව තියාගන්නේ නැහැ. හොඳම උදාහරණය තමයි class A එකේ method එකකට function එකකට class B එකෙන් හදපු object එකක් parameter එකක් විදිහට දෙන එක. ඒ method එක වැඩ කරන තප්පර කීපයට විතරක් class A class B මත depend වෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ use කරනවා. method එක ඉවර වුණාම ඒ සම්බන්ධය නැති වෙලා යනවා. ඒකයි මේකට తాවකාලික uses සම්බන්ධතාවයක් කියන්නේ.
Whew, we've covered a lot of important ground today. In English, we have looked at the isa, the haza, and the uses our relationships. So now let's take a moment to consolidate everything we've learned. Singhalain, api ada gudak deval iginagatta. Isa, haza, saha uses akiana pradana sambandhata ගැන කතා කළා. Then api me හැමදේම එකතු කරලා සාරාංශයක් විදිහට බලමු. ඒ වගේම විභාගයටත් සූදානම් වෙමු. And just to give you a quick peek at what's coming next. In English, in our next explainer, we're actually going to build on this foundation by looking at interfaces and abstract classes. Singhalen, ඊළඟ පාඩමෙන් අපි මේ සංකල්ප මත ගොඩනැගෙමින් interfaces සහ abstract classes බගි UML class diagrams වලට අදාළ තවත් වැදගත් කොටස් ගැන කතා කරනවා. So, here's the simple, high-level summary of our entire lesson. We basically learned 3 main types of relationships. First, we have generalization. In English, this is when one class is just a special type of another, like how a car is a type of vehicle. Singhalen, polyveniative generalization, ekieni ika classicak taba classica vihesha wastavak vima, harida karika vehiculagak wage. Second, there's aggregation. In English, this is where one object has another one, but they can both exist independently,
just like a department and its professors. Singalan. Devanua aggregation. Ikakata anekak IT hunat. Idikama tanima pavatin napuluan. Harida department ekai professor livage. And third, we have composition. In English, and with this one, if the whole is destroyed, the part gets destroyed too. Think of when a house is demolished, its rooms are gone as well. Singalan. Tun manuata, composition. Methanidi holeka vinasha unot, iki partikat vinasha wenua. Hardi tagia kerawama comrade nati wenua vage.
Okay, these are the absolute key takeaways you need to remember. First, generalization equals isa. In English, that's your keyword for inheritance. Singhalen, generalization kiane isa sambandatavya. Apimekete inheritance kialat kienoa. Next, aggregation is haza. In English, remember, this is the haza relationship with the independent life cycles. Singhalen, aggregation kiane haza sambandatavyak. Metanadi kata swalata tanyama pavatindapuluan. E kiane life cycle swadinai. Then, composition is the strong haza. In English, this is the strong version with the dependent life cycles. Singhalen, composition kianet haza tamai habe shaktimatekak. Methanidi kataswada pavethma whole ikamata renda pavatinua. E kiane life cycles paradinai. And finally, dependency is uses-a. In English, just remember this is that temporary uses-a relationship. Singhalen, dependency kiane tavakalika uses-a sambandha tavyak.
Now, let's think about exams. You should absolutely be prepared for questions like these. For the first one, which compares aggregation and composition, in English, you'll need to nail the explanation of the core difference in their life cycles. Draw the correct UML diagrams, one with the hollow diamond, one with the filled one, and then give a really clear example.
සිංහලෙන් පළවෙනි ප්‍රශ්නය ඇග්‍රිගේෂන් සහ කම්පොසිෂන් අතර වෙනස ඊටම සුලභව විභාගවලදී අහනවා. උත්තර දෙද්දී ලයිෆ් සයිකල් එකේ වෙනස, ඒ කියන්නේ එකක් ස්වාධීනයි අනික පරාධීනයි කියන එක පැහැදිලි කරන්න ඕන. ඊට පස්සේ කුහර සහිත දියමන්තිය හොලෝ ඩයමන්ඩ් සහ පාට කරපු දියමන්තිය ෆිල්ඩ් ඩයමන්ඩ් භාවිත කරලා UML හෝපසතහන් දෙකම අඳින්න ඕන. අවසානයේට library books හෝ house rooms වගේ පැහැදිලි උදාහරණයක් දෙන්න.
And for that second question, the one about generalization, in English, you should explain that it's the is-a relationship or inheritance, and that its importance lies in code reuse and creating these logical hierarchies in your design.
දෙවෙනි ප්‍රශ්නේ generalization ගැන. මෙතනදී මේක is a සම්බන්ධතාවය. එහෙම නැත්නම් inheritance කියලා පැහැදිලි කරන්න. එහි වැදගත්කම මොකක්ද ඇහුවත් ප්‍රධාන කාරණා දෙකක් කියන්න. එකක් තමයි code reuse. ඒ කියන්නේ parent class එකේ ලියපු code එක child classes වලට නැවත භාවිතා කරන්න තුමාම් වීම. දෙවෙනි එක තමයි software එකේ තාර්කික දූරාවලියක් logical hierarchyයක් හදාගන්න පුළුවන් වීම.
Let's quickly burn these definitions into our memory for exams. First, generalization. In English, it's an is-a relationship where a subclass inherits from a superclass. Simple. Singalan. Generalization kenne is a sambandhatavayak. Mehatenity subclassakak superclasskin gunanga uruma karaganawa. Next, aggregation. In English, it's a has-a relationship where the part can exist without the whole. Singalan. Aggregation kenne has-a sambandhatavayak. Mehatenity part ekata holika natua taniyama pavatina puluwan. And finally, composition. In English, it's a strong has-a relationship where the part cannot exist without the whole. Singalan, composition keni shaktamantha has-a sambandhataviyak. Mehatenity part ekata holika natua taniyama pavatina bea. And to wrap it all up, I want to leave you with a really powerful mental model. Just think about a social media post. First, let's look at the relationship between a post and its comments. In English, a post is composed of its comments. So if you delete that post, all the comments that belong to it are also deleted. That right there is composition. Singalan. Hitana social media postikak saha ekata dalatiana comments gana. Postikak composed of comments villain. Oya postik delete collet, eka adala comments tikat etekama delete villayanwa. An ekatamai composition. Now let's think about the relationship between that same post and the user who wrote it. In English, that post has a user who created it. Now if you delete the post, the user isn't deleted, are they? Of course not. The user still exists, and that's aggregation. Singalan. Then a postika masa ekan nirman yakarapa user gana hitana. Postika kora user kanekinwa, haza. Oya e postika delete kalakila e user a system again delete fenwada, na. User tawamat inwa. Anna ekathamai aggregation. Ekama udaharnakin abi pradana sankopa dekama pehadiva teram gata.